Welcome, my friends. Well, there is stunning news coming from Disney today. Disney goes on offense in DeSantis board's lawsuit, seeks damages for breach of contract. Disney has filed counterclaims against the Board of Supervisors picked by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to oversee Walt Disney World's Special Tax District. The company seeks damages and an order forcing compliance with development contracts at the heart of the legal fight between Disney and DeSantis. DeSantis recently said that he and his allies have basically moved on from the long-running feud with Disney, which stemmed from a clash over the bill dubbed "Don't Say Gay" by critics. And, all of this on top of the news that Wall Street is worried Disney theme parks could be losing their magic. What does it mean for the economy? And, what does it mean for the future of the United States? But, before we get into all of that, please press the like button and leave us a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. And, before we continue, a word from the sponsor of this video. Today's sponsor is ProWorldNet.com. ProWorldNet.com is a job website specifically dedicated to licensed professions. Doctors, including any type of specialty. Nurses, and that includes all grades of nurses. Lawyers, regardless of area of legal focus. Teachers and professors, from kindergarten through graduate school. As well as any kind of job that requires a government license or certification. And ProWorld.net also includes short-term gig-type jobs as well. So, be sure to check out ProWorldNet.com if you are looking for a job or an employee. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis may say he's moved on from his long-running feud with Disney, but the House of Mouse isn't easing up. Disney has filed counterclaims, including a breach of contracts claim, against the Board of Supervisors picked by DeSantis to oversee Walt Disney World's Special Tax District, a Thursday court filing shows. The company seeks damages over the alleged breach, as well as a court order for the district to comply with development contracts that are at the heart of the legal fight between Disney and DeSantis. Disney's requests came in a 55-page filing denying the district board's allegations in its state-level lawsuit against the entertainment giant. Disney's filing also put forward 12 affirmative defenses against the board, including that it lacks standing for its claims. Spokespeople for the board and Disney did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Disney is suing DeSantis and his hand-picked board members in a related federal lawsuit accusing the governor of political retaliation after the company denounced the controversial classroom bill dubbed "Don't Say Gay" by critics. DeSantis and his allies targeted the Special Tax District, formerly called the Reedy Creek Improvement District, that has allowed Florida's Walt Disney World to self-govern its operations since the 1960s. The governor effectively took over the district, replacing its 5-member board with his preferred picks and changing its name to the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District, or CFTOD. Before that board took charge, Disney crafted development deals that it says were intended to secure its investments in Florida amid a climate of escalating retaliation by the state government. The new board, claiming that the company snuck the contracts through to undermine its power, voted to nullify them, prompting Disney to sue. Days later, the DeSantis board countersued in the 9th Judicial Circuit Court in Orange County, Florida, arguing that Disney lacked authority to enter into the contracts and that the prior board failed to give proper notice that it was crafting them. On Wednesday, the board asked a judge in the state case to rule in its favor without going to trial on 5 of its 9 counts against Disney. The knotty legal battle is playing out in 2 different courtrooms with no indication of ending anytime soon. Disney last month lost a bid to dismiss the state-level case, and similar attempts by DeSantis and the CFTOD board to dismiss the federal case have yet to be ruled on. But DeSantis, who is struggling to catch up with former President Donald Trump in the Republican presidential primary race, has signaled he wants the fight to end. In an interview Monday, DeSantis urged Disney CEO Bob Iger to drop the lawsuit, claiming that the company is going to lose and adding that he and his allies have basically moved on. DeSantis, whose willingness to take drastic action on politically charged social issues helped him rapidly rise to national prominence, has often brought up his fight with Disney on the campaign trail. He has attacked the company for embracing issues he deems woke and has accused the company of sexualizing children, a claim Iger has called preposterous. And, if you follow this channel, you already know that Disney is basically not firing on any cylinders right now. Disney's parks, experiences, and products business brought in the lion's share of profits for the entertainment giant last year. Now, there's growing concern that theme parks could be losing their magic. The company said the back half of this year will see a moderation in demand at the domestic parks, especially when compared to last year's 50th anniversary celebration at Walt Disney World. This comparison, coupled with inflationary cost pressures, including from a new union agreement, is expected to drive a modest adverse impact to domestic parks and experiences operating margins in the third quarter compared to the prior year, former CFO Christine McCarthy warned during the company's latest earnings call in May. According to data provided by Touring Plans, a trip planning company that tracks wait times at theme parks, the 4th of July holiday was relatively quiet at Disney's domestic parks in both Florida and California, further emphasizing signs of a summer slowdown. Orlando's Walt Disney World saw average July 4th wait times hit 27 minutes at Magic Kingdom, 27 minutes at Epcot, 18 minutes at Hollywood Studios, and 25 minutes at Animal Kingdom. July 4, 2022, saw wait times at Magic Kingdom average 31 minutes. Epcot clocked in at 35 minutes while Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom saw delays of 44 minutes and 34 minutes, respectively. Looking at the data for pre-pandemic times, Touring Plans said Magic Kingdom averaged 47 minutes on July 4, 2019, with Epcot at 33 minutes, Hollywood Studios at 33 minutes, and Animal Kingdom at 37 minutes. Touring Plans said the drop in wait times could be due to several factors, including the intense summer heat in Florida and more Americans pulling back on vacations following last year's revenge travel phenomenon. And obviously, lower wait times alone don't necessarily translate to a big drop in attendance. Still, the data underscores Wall Street's worries about the theme parks business slowing as Disney combats other challenges in its entertainment business amid a broader industry shift to streaming. Disney shares have struggled despite severe cost reductions and restructuring efforts, which included company-wide layoffs that recently hit a pool of on-air talent at ESPN. The stock is down about 8% on a year-over-year basis and has sunk roughly 12% over the past 3 months. Disney's theme parks such as Magic Kingdom Park at Walt Disney World Resort are important to the company's bottom line. In its latest quarter, the operating income for the parks hit $2.17 billion, representing a 23% year-over-year increase. Last year, the business accounted for 65% of Disney's total segment operating income of $12.1 billion. KeyBank Capital Markets analyst Brandon Nispel, who downgraded the stock late last month on meaningful uncertainty surrounding the 2024 financial setup, said recent theme park softness was a top headwind heading into earnings. Disneyland growth due to its 100th anniversary celebration is more than offset by Walt Disney World's contraction from comparisons against its 50th anniversary celebration. The analyst added the company's new labor contract in Florida, coupled with the accelerated depreciation of the Star Cruiser Hotel, will further pressure margins. The company has made several changes to its theme parks in recent months, including bringing back its Walt Disney World annual park passes after halting sales more than a year ago. Prior to those updates, customers had complained about lengthy wait times and sky-high ticket prices. Disney's CEO Bob Iger reportedly had expressed concerns regarding significant price increases at the company's parks implemented by former CEO Bob Chapek. As you know if you follow this channel, Disney has announced thousands of layoffs. The latest layoffs were initially announced in February and will impact about 7,000 employees, according to a memo sent by Iger. The job cuts will be cross-company, hitting Disney's media and distribution division, parks and resorts, and ESPN. Since returning as CEO, Iger has reorganized the company and acknowledged that he'd consider selling Hulu. The layoffs are part of a broader effort to reduce corporate spending and boost free cash flow. Disney said last month it plans to cut $5.5 billion in costs, including $3 billion in content spend. Disney had about 190,000 employees at the end of Q4. But we should note that Disney Plus has accumulated 100 million subscribers in just 3 years since its inception. By way of comparison, Netflix took 20 years to build a subscriber base of 220 million. But the streaming business is overcrowded and fragmented. As you probably already heard, other large media and entertainment companies have made job cuts this year. Warner Bros. Discovery, Netflix, HBO Max. It seems that CEOs are getting the message from Wall Street analysts that the more layoffs, the more we will recommend your stock. Disney has traditionally been a very well-managed company. And, despite its losses, Disney Plus has shown excellent growth. If it truly becomes profitable in 2024, that will be a good outcome. But given the fragmentation of the streaming industry, consolidation must take place. So, Disney needs to decide whether it wants to be a buyer or a seller in that space. Given Disney's vast library of titles and ownership of ESPN, I would say that it needs to be a buyer. And, Warner Bros. Discovery needs to find a buyer. I would say that Disney needs to get its share price and earnings up so that it can be something of a consolidator in the streaming space. Hopefully for Disney, this newly discovered financial discipline will help to get them where they need to be. But, what do you think? Please leave us a comment below and hit the like button. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. Please share this video on social media. Thank you for watching.